thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. This is so cool because I actually know you.
Yes.
Yeah, like I really know you.
We know each other very well. We know each other so well that every now and then you get this and I get this. People say, hey, Jay, great job on The Daily Show. Yeah. And I go, oh, okay, what segment? They go, at the desk. I go, oh, Josh.
It's funny because, okay, so we got passed at the cellar around the same time. And I remember I was at the cellar waiting to go up, and I was just like eating or something. And this person came up, and they were like, "Dude, you the other day were so funny. You were so, and like your jokes were like boom, boom, boom. It was like rapid fire. It was crazy." And in my head, I was like, "I know they're not talking about me. Like that's not even what I do." And then they told me one of your jokes. I was like, "Oh, this is Jay."
Yeah, Josh was like, "I'm not married to a man."
No, thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited about your special.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah. So you grew up in Mississippi.
Yeah, and you grew up in Louisiana.
Yes. And so we're both. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at them. Proof. We got teeth. Look at that. See? They don't think we do.
So we've both been here now for a long time. Do you feel like a New Yorker?
So I've been in New York officially 10 years, but I will never say I'm a New Yorker because I still speak to everybody on the street. I'm always like, how you doing? Hey, yeah, baby. I'm still very Southern. When I see an old lady, sometimes on the train, you know this feeling. You see an older woman get on the train, you instantly get up because you're a Southern gentleman. And what you just said to her as a New Yorker is, sit your old ass down. Yeah. So I don't know how to get rid of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's sometimes, there was one time where, to your point, right? And I was new. I was like a month. I had only lived here a month.
Yeah, they still smelled the Creole on you.
Yeah, 100%. Because then I saw this guy on the train, and it was one of like those 6 train stops where the gap is like slightly higher on the train than it is on the platform. And I saw a guy basically back up his wheelchair when the doors open and tried to back in, and he couldn't quite get it. And so I walked up and went ahead and like grabbed the back of it, and I was like, hey, do you need some help? And then I started pulling him in. And this dude, I pull him the rest of the way in, and he goes, yo, get up off my chair, man, and then stands up. And I was like, my bad, I didn't know I was ruining something.
He said, you messing up my hustle, man.
Yeah.
That's the most intimate thing you can do is like help someone back up in a wheelchair. Now, I'm still Southern. The special is about being Southern. I think it's what makes me funny. I think sometimes the juxtaposition of being Southern and sweet and slow in a fast-paced city, it creates some comedy.
Yeah. Not just some, a lot. Yeah. And so you have a BFA and an MFA. Yeah,
you can say I'm in debt. You don't have to be... I got a BA, BFA, and the MFA. I was in school forever.
And you went to school at Ole Miss and Alabama.
Yeah, because I love being scared.
And they're known as like NCAA schools. Like, is their theater program as strong as their like football?
Here's the thing. No, but the theater programs were very strong. But whenever I was at both of those big SEC schools, there were times when we couldn't rehearse because they're like, hey, these kids gonna be drunk and hungover. We cannot make them rehearse with swords. Yeah. We can't be doing any rapier sword fights. These kids went to the game. So every now and then football would supersede theater, but the football culture, especially Alabama, the culture of winning, excellence, and kind of excelling and executing properly, that was in the MFA program at Alabama. At Ole Miss, it was so fun because you have like these party kids who really want to go to college to have the college experience. The next day, they'd be like, and now a scene from Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah. And so did you see much of that crossover? Like, is that how you, because to me, I also studied theater, and I didn't go as far as you. Like, I stopped. And
we get it, you're straight. God.
I was trying to give you a compliment.
But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
No, it's just, I think that when you have all these sort of like intersections happening at one time, it just gives you a lot of perspective on what people are like, and I think I see a lot of that in your stand-up. I think I see a lot of the experiences that you've had, and I see you bring more of your personality to every situation than just sort of like taking life for face value and stuff. So
I was lucky. I had to do that not only for myself, but also for my students. So when I got my MFA, I was a graduate teaching assistant at the University of Alabama. So I had to introduce these 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds to theater, and I had to make it interesting enough that they would sit through a 10 a.m. class when they knew we had a big SEC game the next day. They were ready to start partying. I had to be like, no, wait. Y'all heard about Ibsen? Y'all know about A Doll's House? This is crazy. Nora and Torvald, they getting into it.
Yeah. And so in the time that you've been doing...
Nerd. That was one realism nerd. That was like, Doll's House.
I wasn't going to say anything, and then you called it. So you, in the time that both of us have been doing stand-up, I feel like the landscape has changed for how to get your jokes out or how you present to people and everything. And there's a lot of this like old school approach that everything happens in the club. Everyone that wants to discover good comedy should like buy a ticket, go to a comedy show live in person and everything. But we see so many millions of people digesting comedy through their phone, their laptop, the TV, whatever. And I guess, how are you feeling about the state of that change?
I think that change is this kind of really cool new pattern of people will discover you on the phone and then come to the club, or people see you in the club and they go back and follow you on the phone. I think it's a cycle that actually helps itself. The clips are nothing but like 15 to 30-second commercials for us as comedians as we like peddle our wares. I would love whenever people come to me after a show and they go, hey, I don't usually go to comedy clubs. They go, I don't like comedy, I don't like stand-up, but I liked your clip, so I started going to the club and I got to see all these other comics whose work I also enjoy. Because at the end of the day, what I want is for people to enjoy, not just me, but also enjoy you, also enjoy other comedians who I think are very funny. I want people to go out and be in community. It's live theater, essentially. It's a live performance, and I think it's a really cool thing when people go, okay, I'm gonna look at this thing on this phone. We're all locked in the house. I'm gonna look at this thing on this phone, and it's gonna get me out of the house and go make me be in community with other people. So I'm happy.
Have you found yourself in any way attached to those outcomes, though? Like, I feel like so many comics, when you see their set, you see them thinking about the clip more than the people that are in front of them. And I feel like every time I watch you, I feel like you're really present and everything. And so because I know you and because I watch a lot of comics, I don't usually pay much attention to like social media footprint as much as like what they're doing on stage. And so that's why I say that, because I feel like every time I've seen you, you're here with us, you know?
Well, I want to be honest, and I think one thing that my theater background has taught me is that people love stand-up, and people love crowd work, and people love being in and of the moment, because theater and comedy, they're ephemeral. They're fleeting. It happens this way with this audience, with this host, with me, at this moment, with this camera. It all happens just once. And when you digitize it, when you put it up, it's still a little different because it's not in and of the moment. I think I try to stay in the moment. I also love my jokes so much. I love sharing them. I used to be so like precious with the material. You know, everyone was like this before the pandemic. They go, no, it's mine. You can't. I'm saving this joke about penises. No, yeah. By the way, speaking of penises, can I say, Nick Offerman. No, let me get it out. Nick Offerman likes twinks. That's gonna be on gay Twitter now. I want everyone to know. But like we used to like protect and hoard our stuff. Now I feel so happy when people go, oh, I love this joke, oh, I love this bit. And because we kind of produce a lot of material now, and because we gestate, and because the world is crazy enough, we keep having more stuff to make jokes about. I feel happy sharing my stuff. I'm very happy that people see a clip and then they come see me, but I'm even happier if they watch the special. So,
yeah. You've already referenced it, but I know that sometimes comics are so precious about everything that goes in the special, everything that gets cut and everything. Was there any like story or like any idea that didn't make it in that now that it's out you wish you would have put in? Or
Okay, so one of my favorite jokes that I didn't put in the special simply because it just like escaped my mind because I was working with so many other things. I have this wonderful joke where I kind of talk about my core personality, where I say I'm a black queer man, also known as a gospel choir director, and that didn't, right? Let the church say, that didn't make it to the, so now I'm happy when I get to do it live for people. But that's a joke I go, oh, okay, I forgot that one. But even right now, I filmed the special in April, and so now I have a new hour that I'm doing that's completely different from the special because I want people to feel like they get their money's worth. I want people to go, oh my gosh, Jay is really spoiling us. Because at the end of the day, as a comedian, I feel this is an industry of service and patronage. Like, I want to be funny enough that I justify the babysitting cost, the Uber cost, the ticket, the 2 drinks, the meal, the merch, the picture. Like, that's what I want to do as a comedian. So whenever I go, oh, I didn't get to do that joke, my creative kind of like North Star is, oh, I'll write another one. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I know you are. Oh my God, you make more stuff than all of us.
No, that's very kind. No, but what I also love about the special is that knowing you from starting and just it just feels like a really, yeah. I know it's just us. Like, I know y'all like don't know that we know each other.
Y'all gotta be here.
But this is like one of the reasons I'm so excited for you is that I watched you when we were all doing like mics during the pandemic, which actually felt like mental illness.
Oh, y'all don't even know. We were doing comedy outside every now and then in the park. You know, if you do comedy in the park, if you don't have a microphone, you are just a man screaming in the park.
Yeah, 100%.
That was us.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
100%. And so because I remember doing like, they were like, oh, we're gonna do a show. And I was like, where? We're all gonna die then.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna do it in the park. And then I get to the park because I came because I was like, I'm about to lose my mind anyway.
Yeah.
And then I get to the park and they're like, hey, we actually can't use the PA system because it would be everybody talking to the same mic and the droplets, and so we would all kill each other.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what do you want me to do? And they were like, project.
They said use that theater training. They said, Josh, diaphragm. That's what they said. And then at one point we had the little condoms for the mics, the little cupcake prophylactics on the mics.
Y'all don't understand.
I think we're joking.
This is like not a joke at all. Like, they did not work.
Yeah.
Like the idea that this piece of cloth they were gonna wrap over the mic and we would be safe. It's like, you mean a mask for the mic that we're all spitting on?
There were a couple guys who were like, I brought my own mic. I was like, ooh, you nasty. You on everybody's show. I know. You a comedy hoe. Okay?
And so then to see you from there to getting past to the cellar, seeing you at the cellar, seeing you have your special come out, it is very, very beautiful.
That means a lot, Josh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is incredible.
It's also, I also have to say this. I watched your Tonight Show set. I watched your Comedy Central New Negro set. We've always been like comedy peers, but I also love the work you create and also just navigating the space, because like right now in comedy, sometimes as a younger comic, you get to say something and older comics are like, you can't do it that way. And then you go, well, why not? And they go, we've always done it this way. And so like to see you kind of forge your own path and to see other comics kind of like break these trends and kind of like spread out their material however they do it, that's inspiring, because you go, oh, there isn't just one way to do this. And that makes me very happy. And look at us now. That's crazy.
No, this is amazing. So, before you go,
You're kicking me out, y'all.
No. It's not kicking out. I wish we could talk forever, but they can't stay forever.
I know.
And we don't want them to leave one at a time. So I know that this like almost breaks host to comic like unspoken rule, because it is very difficult to just recite a joke. Out of nowhere, and it's like I've done morning news where they've been like, "What? Do one of your jokes now," and you're like, I didn't think that far. But I'm curious, because I'm curious about you. What is your favorite joke of all time.
So I have two. I have one that's mine and one that's Wanda Sykes. So the Wanda Sykes joke, Wanda Sykes, the special I'm Gonna Be Me, she had a joke about how she had to come out as a lesbian, and she had kind of extrapolated. She said, what would it be like if I had to come out as black? And she came out as black, and her mom was like, anything but black, Lord, please. Give her cancer, Jesus, anyone. And so that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite Wanda Sykes joke. My favorite joke of mine, and that's just because it's a fun little tip of the hat and a calling card, is that I say, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not even gay. I just want to be marketable. I'm not gay. I'm not, but I'm also not straight. I'm queer as in everybody's hot, not gay as in remind the teacher we have homework. So that's probably my favorite.
That is my favorite now, too. Jay Jurden, everybody. Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. No, absolutely. 100%.
This is crazy.
Watch Yes Man exclusively on Hulu. Jay Jurden.